then drop them drawers. I know what you want. I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel, but you make it way too hard to think that this could be what you love. It took a lot of heart.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been a good minute since I've been on YouTube and actually made some content, but a lot has happened in the last couple of months, or a lot has happened in general, but here I am. No makeup on, hair freshly washed, in the flesh. Mainly I want to focus on, with this video, is mental health. But leading up to that, because there's a lot of reasons why my mental health is all over the place, I am currently pregnant. Yay! I'm currently 30 weeks. If a lot of people don't know what that means I'm 7 months. I'm in my third trimester. How fun, I know. This is my last and final baby. I ain't having no more. I am not having any more. A lot of my friends already know what I'm having, so to my friends out there, shh, be quiet, zip your lips, don't say anything. I'm not gonna announce what I'm having until the baby's born. That is what it is. But yeah, a lot has happened in the last 7 months, and it's been a roller coaster of events this whole entire year for me. February, I had to deal with my daughter going to court for some issues, not my issues, like some issues that had happened to her. My father-in-law passed away. My husband started a new job during that time frame. I got to go to Vegas, which was really great. And then I got pregnant on my birthday in April. So this is where we're at. But those are just some of the things that's been going on in my life, and I can't wait until the new year happens because I'm ready for a change. Spring equinox needs to come faster because I'm ready. But since being pregnant, it definitely is not the same as my last 2 pregnancies. A lot of people knew that I had miscarried twice 2 years prior, and I really thought I could not get pregnant at all. Like, I mean, we weren't trying, but ain't had no pregnancy scares, nothing. Just thinking I'm infertile. I don't think I can have no babies because of those 2 miscarriages, and then all of a sudden here I am with a pregnancy, which is still pretty amazing. Like, again, for someone to think that they can't get pregnant, oof, all of a sudden you're pregnant with this growing thing inside of you. It's pretty miraculous, but the hormones and the age that I'm at do not mesh very well. So that's part of the reason why my mental health is kind of in shambles, along with some other things. Like, my kids weren't really accepting of the fact that I was having another baby. I mean, my youngest is 7. He has been the baby for 7 years, and my daughter is about to be 13. So she's going through her own hormonal things as of right now. So everybody is getting it. Everybody's getting it. My marriage is on a roller coaster as well, so that contributes to a lot of pregnancy rage. And pregnancy rage is not fun. I knew at like 13, 14, I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder, along with depressive episodes, anxiety disorder, and impulsive disorder. I can be very impulsive. Do I try to be? No, but when stuff starts happening, I'm ready to be impulsive as hell, and that's not good. Recently, I suffered from a manic episode. I haven't had a manic episode since my son was maybe 1 year old or a few months old. And that's where I knew something was wrong. So I noticed that I was having a manic episode a few weeks ago, and I did not feel great afterwards.
Bro, you're paying
Like, it made me contemplate
$273 on subscriptions?
everything.
No, that can't be right. I only pay for like
Everything,
Netflix and
everything
Spotify.
going on
Bro,
in my
look at
life,
this thing.
everything regarding this pregnancy, like,
Yeah, I didn't know I was still paying for those.
to the point where I was like, I need to take a step back from everything
Just do
and
me a favor.
everybody. I was already
All you
taking
have
a
to do is
step
link your bank
back
accounts and it shows every
when I
subscription
hit
you're
like
paying.
3-4 months, but I
Just
was
reuse
like, nah, I need
All right, that
to
hurts. And anyone you don't
really,
want, just
really
cancel with the press of a
and
button.
really figure out
You know what all
what
you have
is
to do
going
is
on.
what?
The main thing is
I was
mostly
gonna say
my
call
marriage,
cancel. No, I literally
and
just
I don't
did.
want to get into it because
sucks.
it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack, and I don't feel like unpacking all of that because I'm still unpacking it, as well as like trying to navigate a preteen. Having a preteen that is also diagnosed with bipolar and ADHD is a whole nother ballgame. And she's going through her own things, and she's finding herself. And I recently, with that, had to like break it down. Like, hey, this isn't the way. Like, your anger is going to hold you back. And then I looked at myself in the mirror like, you're a fucking hypocrite because your anger is holding you back. Your anger is putting you in this space and in this box. How can I tell my own 12-year-old that her anger is holding her back, she needs to forgive, and I can't do the same thing? So that's where I'm at with that. Like, I just want to discuss the pregnancy rage. I didn't even know that was really a thing. I didn't have it with my other two. More so with my first, with my daughter, I was depressed because I was going through baby daddy issues. He was a piece of crap. And with my son, I was in a totally different headspace. Like, me and my husband, well, he was my boyfriend then, but me and him were in a great space. I felt loved, I felt protected, I felt cared for, and I really had a lot of support back then. Versus now, I don't feel that. I don't feel very protected. I don't feel very loved. Sometimes my family comes to me with a lot of their issues because I'm the family manager. And at this point, I don't want to be the family manager. Not at all. No, I refuse. I've given up the title for the rest of this pregnancy, for the rest of the year. I don't want to be the family manager. So you guys can have that. But it was starting to affect me. It was starting to affect me because I'm like, hold on, I didn't deal with this 7, 8 years ago. Why is it happening now? Like, why on this last baby, y'all want to act all funny and crazy? Like, no, y'all are about to stress me out. Like, y'all are, So it brought me back to like that dark space that I used to be in, probably worse than what I was with my first, with the depressive episodes. And I'm still having that rage. I'm still trying to navigate through that rage. It's more than just being moody or having mood swings when you're pregnant. Like, this is all out crying for days or just being angry at the world and not understanding why you're angry, or little things that are setting you off, or even the big things being even bigger than what they need to be. But the main part for me, my anger comes from not feeling loved, not feeling protected, and not feeling cared for as much as I care for other people. And I'm struggling with that. And I'm 32. I'm 32, like, this is not my first rodeo. Vulnerability moment. Like, I never thought that I would feel so alone and so small when this is supposed to be like the best thing that's ever happened, or this is supposed to be a happy moment. It's not happy. It's not okay, and it's not great. Especially when the first trimester, you're scared of what could happen. Like, I've been so afraid of miscarrying the whole first trimester that I was paranoid every week that changed. Once I got even up to 7 weeks, I'm like, oh no, this is when it happened. This is when I miscarried. Oh no, 10 weeks is here. This is when I miscarried. This is when it happened. And I'm like, I just need to fake it to make it to the second trimester, because no one is really understanding where I'm coming from. No one is understanding how I'm feeling. They just think that like, oh, it's just a pregnancy. Which is why this is my last one. Like, I can't do it. It's been really, really hard to try and like control my emotions when things keep happening, or the trajectory of everything keeps happening, and you have to suppress and suppress and suppress and suppress all of those things that you feel, or you don't feel like you can voice your opinion, or you can't, or you don't feel heard. And I don't feel heard until maybe recently, after I like flipped out on everything and everybody. Like, I didn't feel heard by my mom for a while. I didn't feel heard by my grandmother for a while. Right now I don't feel heard by my husband, and that's just what it is. Like, gotta find the disconnect somewhere, but we'll figure it out. That's what you're supposed to do, figure it out. But this pregnancy has been really, 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 really trying, and I don't know where to go from there. I'm hoping that like postpartum me is not as angry, but me and my mom both agree that as soon as I deliver this baby, give me the meds, do something, be proactive about like where my mental health needs to go. I had all these plans of like wanting to breastfeed and doing these things, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that if I am feeling the way I'm feeling, and feeling this way without nothing being resolved or being fixed, outside of just me fixing myself. A lot of things need to be fixed around me, and that doesn't seem like it's happening right now, but let's hope. Fingers crossed. When I looked up pregnancy rage, somebody said that most find that moodiness flares up at around 6 to 10 weeks. I didn't experience it at 6 to 10 weeks. It eases up in the second trimester and then reappears as their pregnancy winds to a close. Now, I will say that it started trickling in around halfway of 6 months, when I started feeling like, okay, I've had enough of everyone's BS. And this is from like a blog some lady wrote, and she's like, that's me, except that the word moodiness is euphemistic in my situation. The anger is a beast, and the beast is me. I wake up with it, go to sleep with it, live with it, fight with it, hate it. And that is me. I live in it every fucking day. I live in it, I sleep in it, I have nightmares about it. It's all day, up and down, up and down, up and down. Even when I look at somebody particular, I'm just like, and I don't have it under control. And that part scares me, because I'm big on not taking medication. I haven't had to take medication for my bipolar disorder for a long time. And I haven't had a manic episode in a very, very, very long time. So it scares me to see myself that angry. Like, yes, I can get angry. I'd be ready to fight. But this person that's inside of me that is this angry wants to fight all the time. This person is angry all the time. This person wants to go for the jugular all the time. You say one word to me that I find not okay, that I find disrespectful, or just doesn't sit well with me. I'm ready to fight you. And I don't want to be that person. I like to be chill. I like to be the fun me. I like to talk shit and go about my day, but that does not seem to happen as of right now. As of right now, I am not my happy self. I am a totally different person. And it's crazy that I'm not depressed in all this. I'm just angry, lonely and angry. angry. There's no other way to describe it, but it's just I'm not on flight mode. I'm on fight mode with anything, everything, everybody. Doesn't matter who it is. I'm ready to be on fight mode. And I don't want to be that person. I don't like that person. It reminds me of 14-year-old me running away and wanting to fight and wanting to be angry at the world. I don't want to be angry at the world. And it's funny because I started going back to church, and church isn't even helping right now. It is a little bit, but not to the extent that I'm like needing. I need to go back to therapy and if possible go back on my meds until everything seems like it's okay. And for me to say that I need to go back on my meds, that's a lot, because again, I don't believe in pharmaceuticals. I don't believe in taking medication for bipolar disorder, because there's so many things that can happen with the medication you're taking. And I'm just like, I don't want that path, but I have to be proactive with my own mental health until I feel safe and until I feel differently. But yeah, that is the update that I have for everybody. Like, you know, just I'm 7 months with pregnancy rage and hate the world right now. And I know that there are other women, I've seen it, other women that have gone through this. I know that there are other women that have felt the same way I felt and can't even understand or don't even know why they have this rage inside of them that they can't control. And I really just hope and pray that I don't end up having postpartum rage, because I heard that's worse. I heard postpartum rage is worse than pregnancy rage, because that's all the hormones, all of them, just, you know, going out of whack, trying to fluctuate itself. And I'm like, I don't want it. I noticed that I had postpartum before. I had postpartum with my son, and I refuse to go through postpartum again. And if it's gonna rear its ugly head like it's doing right now during my pregnancy, I'm scared for everybody. I am scared for everybody. Oh, but in other words, I do have good news. Competition season has started for Adele. Taj has done football and he is now in basketball. And what else? Adele is playing in the Nutcracker. I'm proud of her. I'm very, very proud of her, because being in the Nutcracker is a big deal. That's big boss moves. I wish I would have taken my dancing seriously, my singing seriously, any art that I used to do. I wish I would have taken seriously as much as her. And she's just growing, and even with these minor setbacks of like trying to figure it out, like, I'm still proud of her. She's fucking amazing. Both my kids are amazing. My son's an honor roll student in the 2nd grade. Like, what? He takes school very, very seriously. He takes basketball very, very seriously. But Adele she is artistic and out of this world. Like, she's an artist as far as drawing. She knows how to make art that way. She plays the violin. She's now playing the guitar this year. So her major in school is music composition and dancing. Yeah, she's just growing and growing and growing more and more and more. And I can't be prouder of that. Now let's work on them grades, but I'm just proud of her in that aspect, like, all the time. I'm always proud, and I just can't wait to see what happens with this baby, where this baby is gonna go. The next time I come on and make a video, I probably will be announcing my baby's sex and the dream that I had about my baby, because I did have a dream of what I was having a month prior to me getting pregnant, and just the visual of it all, like everything that I saw as far as like this baby. So it's really, really crazy how I am having what I'm having based off my dream and what they've been looking like so far in ultrasound pictures. So I think you guys will like that story time. So until next time, y'all,